Item: SCP-1166. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-1166 is to be contained in Animal Testing Laboratories 51F at Site-23. SCP-1166 is to be maintained in accordance with established care and feeding protocols for Rattus norvegicus, and housed in an appropriate enclosure. As of 2011, all research projects and experiments involving SCP-1166 must be submitted to the Site-23 Ethics Committee for approval. At the committee's discretion, a Class C amnestic is to be administered to SCP-1166 after completion of designated projects and experiments, with a minimum recuperation period of 2 weeks before the commencement of additional research. All staff initially assigned to work with SCP-1166 are to be briefed by the research director on its anomalous qualities. Staff may request assignment on an alternate project immediately following the initial briefing. Description: SCP-1166 is a laboratory's rat displaying an appearance consistent with a normal instance of R. norvegicus. Blood samples taken from SCP-1166 reveal that it is a genetically manipulated chimera, with samples containing an abnormally high percentage of human cells %, in comparison with previously documented non-anomalous specimens. Biopsies reveal the presence of a significant amount of human brain tissue, and human nerve cells in SCP-1166's spinal cord. SCP-1166 has been demonstrated to mimic human biology almost exactly in an extensive battery of control tests involving D-class personnel, with analogous reactions to radiation exposure, heat-cold tolerance, rapid decompression, pathogens, including Marburg virus, rabies, and smallpox, toxins, and other external factors. SCP-1166 displays tolerances to experimental conditions equal to those expected of a 65 kg human male. Upon death, SCP-1166 will spontaneously revive after a period of between 18–45 minutes. Tissue, vital organs and bodily fluids are seemingly regenerated prior to revival, to the point where severed limbs have been documented to grow back. As documented in the intake report and subsequent cognition tests, SCP-1166 is sapient, and fully capable of communicating in English with research staff when provided with proper means. Recovery Log 1166. Following reports received by Undercover Agents Monitoring Corporation, a pharmaceutical firm, SCP-1166 was recovered clandestinely by Foundation operatives on Comma during initial trials for an experimental psychotropic drug. Notes confiscated from these trials indicated that corporate management was aware of SCP-1166's heightened intelligence and ability to communicate, and as such had identified it as a highly desirable test subject for neurochemical-based pharmaceuticals. No other rats in the possession of corporation were observed to demonstrate the anomalous properties exhibited by SCP-1166. It is currently unknown how the corporation obtained a specimen that apparently was the end product of genetic engineering far surpassing currently available technology. After recovery of SCP-1166, Class C amnestics were administered to researchers and 3 executives of corporation. An H-type internet-based disinformation campaign was commenced by staff due to several references to SCP-1166 by a radical animal rights group.